2 years since Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin went into cardiac arrest on the field during Monday Night Football. Now Hamlin, along with others, have worked to gain more access to life-saving skills in schools. Hope Winter has more on the importance of the newly passed Hearts Act for us this morning. Good morning to you, Hope.
Good morning, Allie. We learned from the American Heart Association only 10% of people who have cardiac emergencies outside of a hospital survive. They tell us with the teamwork of Damar Hamlin, the NFL and government partners, the Hearts Act now has the president's signature. This is the latest step of helping make sure that bystanders can be lifesavers nationwide. That's the mission of the American Heart Association. This act is designed to help provide funds for public schools nationwide to have access to AEDs, CPR training, and cardiac emergency response plans. They tell us out of the 350,000 cardiac emergencies that occur in the United States every year, 23,000 of them happen to children. The association believes that having AEDs in schools increases the percentage of survival 7 times, and having an emergency response plan could increase the survival rate 5 times. They tell us Bills safety Damar Hamlin, who went into cardiac arrest during a Bills game and received life-saving CPR, helped support this act from the very beginning.
I've always envisioned myself, making an impact on the field, trying to be the best player I can be, and then just, doing work in my community, trying to give back. But to be able to, have something that means just as much to the world as what I can do on the field, truly, gives that purpose.
I think survivor stories are powerful, and Damar has a platform, and I think he's used that platform for some really good things, and this is an enormous step forward.
The American Heart Association tells us that as of right now, there is no specific date of when this law will go into effect. They tell us that the next steps are the funding must be established through a congressional appropriations process. Then the grant application structure and process needs to be established by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. The American Heart Association is hoping to create a nation of lifesavers who know CPR and AED training. If you're interested in learning these life-saving skills, they encourage you to sign up for one of their classes. We have a link under our Found It on 4 tab on WIVB.com on how to sign up. For now in the studio, Hope Winter, News 4.